चालू हुई। हो गए 2 गेम तक 17 सेकंड हो गए। चलो भाई आज के स्ट्रिंग की ओर खुलता है क्या? बंद भाई, सब लॉक करके जगह ये भाई। ये इसको शायद नहीं पता चला ना कि हम वैम्पायर हैं। नहीं पता चला। रेडी एडबेरी को रिपोर्ट करें भाई। अरे अरे भाई ये कैसे आए भाई? ये लोग अचानक से आ जाते हैं यार। यो माल है क्या? माल लाया तू? माल नहीं लाया यार। अरे लो सामान क्या दे रहा है? यहाँ क्या है? अवन है, माइक्रोवेव है, क्या है भाई? ये जो मिलता है सब उठा लो भाई। लोग मारेंगे। अरे मारेंगे। एक घूसा ना मारना बे। अरे भाई, अरे भाई भाई लोग आग लगा रहे। अरे अरे शिट भूल गए थे। चला घुसेड़ दी सुंदर। हाँ पियो 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 पियो। लेट्स चलो लेट्स गो। क्या देख रहा है बे? क्या दूसरे हाथ में क्या पकड़ देते हैं यार? डंडा, डंडा पकड़े था। अच्छा नहीं वो मशाल। और कुछ कोई और कोई नहीं है? चलो कोई नहीं है। चलो भाई यहाँ से तो खोलोगे ना?
हेलो डॉक्टर रीड, कम ऑन इन।
गुड बॉय। बात करोगे और?
यस।
नहीं कुछ और खास नहीं लग रहा हमें। चलो गुड बाय। See you। यहाँ क्या है? लॉक है। भाई अब कभी तो इधर आएंगे नहीं तो लॉक को इन लोग को खोलने देना चाहिए ना कि भाई आखिरी टाइम विदा ले रहे हैं यहाँ से। अब आएगा नहीं बेचारा। कुछ माल वाल देना चाहिए इधर उधर। हाँ ये लोग भी मारेंगे क्या? ये लोग बात कर रहे हैं। ये लोग पियक्कड़ बात कर रहे हैं। देखो अभी भी पागलपन कर रहा है उधर खड़े होकर। बाबा सो जाओ यार, नींद आ रही होगी, थक गए होगे। कल रात पे भी कर रहे थे, देखा था तुम्हें। अरे यार भाई यहीं से रास्ता है ना? वाह इस साले कहाँ से है? खोलो। चलो 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 चलो। नहीं मारेंगे लोग नहीं। इधर ही से होगा। यहाँ से यहाँ से यहाँ से सही जगह जा रहे हैं। ये क्या हुआ भाई? चलो आ गया। देख रहा है क्या मैं? छोड़ो। अब खुला। चलो 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 अपने हॉस्पिटल चलो।
Human blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
क्या यहाँ करेंगे? अरे भाई 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 दोनों भाई हैं। 14 लड़के हैं। ये क्या? ओ ये ठीक है भाई। नोबी शीन कौन है भाई? इनको मैं क्लीन कर दूंगा। तो भी शीन एंड विंसिंग शीन को मैं क्लीन करूंगा आज, इनका ब्लड रह जाएगा। वेट करो लेट मी ट्रेन। चल अरे 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 भावुक हो गए भैया। ओ चचा, ओ चूरन वाले चचा, रेस्ट कर लो, नहीं रेस्ट में पीस हो जाए। भाई तुमको बहुत देर से देख रहे हैं, रुको अभी हम भी करते हैं ना। ये लो, अच्छा इनकी भी तो हेल्प है, चुप्पे चुप्पे खड़े होकर मार रहे हैं इधर। भाई सुनो देखो भाई मुँह कैसे मास्क यार मिलते थे क्या पहले? भाई हटो यार, तुमको और लाए पड़ो तब तो। अरे यार जो अंधाधुंध चलाते हैं ना मिसाइल, दर्द पहुंचाते हो हमें, दर्द समझ रहे हो? कूड़ादान चेक करो, स्क्रू मिला हुआ है। बताओ हमने सोचा चूहा हुआ जमीन में, देखा साले मारने आए थे। कहाँ गए? ए चूहा खा लो। देखो अभी चूहा ये बैठा हुआ है, इसके साथी को मार दिया, लेकिन फिर भी रुको तुम्हें भी खा लेते हैं। तुम लोग के साथी के पास जाओ। थैंक यू यार, देखी नहीं है लेकिन मतलब सीन्स देखे ना काफी। फिलहाल भाई मच्छर काट रहे हैं कस के। अच्छा यहाँ क्या कर सकते हैं अपना? साला 2 हैंड्स का वाला क्या है भाई? इसको कैसे हम भाई पंखा चलाओ इसकी, नहीं तो भाई सब काट रहे हैं बुरा बुरा। छोड़ो भाई, हमको नहीं समझ आ रहा कैसे करते हैं अपग्रेड। ऐसी की तैसी मारो, बंद है। अरे यार नहीं, यार ये टाइम निकल जाएगा, ये चूहा चूही में नहीं टूटेगा, नहीं टूटेगा यार। साला जबरदस्ती को आया मैं इधर, चुपचाप जा रहा था अपनी जगह। भाई बहुत सही लगता है ये जो करता है ये। डेड इनसाइड। चल 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 चल। अबे कितने हरामी मच्छर हैं, अभी भी काट रहे हैं। ढेर टाइप के होते हैं वे। क्या हो गया? लोड होने लगता अचानक से। हैं सीधा कमरे में पहुंचते हैं। 13 मीटर मतलब वही नीचे जहाँ खड़ी। रुक जाओ पहले ज़रा इवॉल्व हो जाएं, थोड़ा अपग्रेड करें माल अपना जो भी है। हार्ड बाइटिंग, ब्लड थर्स्ट हो तो चुका है। करें कि ना करें? 600 लेगा, 600 हाँ चलो सही है। नहीं रुक जाओ, और भी कोई चीज़ हो सकती है जो काम आए। भाई इसको यूज़ कैसे करते हैं? एक मिनट, ये सब भी तो है, इसको भी तो यूज़ कर सकते हैं। 2000 कर ले रहे आओ। लेवल 2 से 50 का डैमेज आगे हुआ है। 190, 230, ये भी साला 50 हो। कोई नहीं, कितना लेगा? भाई अब देखो, अब हमें ये बताओ कि कोआगुलेशन करें या फिर ये वाला 60%, 80, 100, 120। भाई एक बार में पूरा चट कर दिया क्या? ये करते हैं चलो भाई। नो, ये क्या है? अबे कितने का मिलता है ये? अबे साला, यस 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 यस। भाई 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 भाई, अब फिर से करते हैं, फिर से करते हैं। भाई देखा नहीं मैंने। शिट यार, यार शिट। बस हो गया। हाँ यूज हो सकता है। You lose control and let the beast take over for a short time. The beast teleports itself towards enemies around you and strikes them with furious blows. Shadow vortex at the target's feet coming to life. The shadows interrupt an enemy in the area and kill. भाई क्या करें? ये करते हैं एबिस करते हैं। ये और एक ये करते हैं। और ये क्या है? You focus the power to boil your target's blood, causing it to violently explode, dealing damage to a target and anything nearby. ये करते हैं। ये सही है ना? Cost none, confirm. चलो 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 चलो। Futile police raids in the White Chapel. 5 सेकंड दे रहे हैं, मतलब इतना काफ़ी रहेगा पॉज करके देखने के लिए। आखिर देख लेते हैं। I am ready to move to any cheap fleas infested flat. Some shady landlord will agree to rent me right now. अबे हटाओ। लोग जब माइक सही नहीं लगाया। कहाँ थे? क्या देख रहा है बे? सोहम यादव, यो ब्रो, शाउट आउट टू यू। वे जानते हो छोटे से यूट्यूबर हैं, फिर भी शाउट आउट मांग रहे हो हैं। मरा नहीं बेचारा, मतलब अच्छी बात है नहीं मरा। तो अब बढ़ाई बाहर क्या कर रही हो? चलो अंदर, फ्लू हो जाएगा, बीमार पड़ जाओगी। यहाँ थी ना? साली।
I would ask you to avert your eyes, sir. Or did you not know it was rude to stare?
I knew it.
Speak up, Dr. Reed. I like a man who speaks his mind.
He trusted you. छोड़ो यार। लेकिन साला उस दिन हाथ पकड़ के पता नहीं क्या कह रही थी, तुम सही हो जाओगे, सही हो जाओगे हैं। चूस डाला बेचारे को, पर्दा बंद करके पूरा नोच डाला, सारा खून बाहर निकाल लिया।
Hiding your true appetites behind a facade of compassion. Bravo. Very clever indeed.
Spare me your sarcasm, Jonathan. You are but newly born in this world.
हमको लगा रूम में काम हो रहा था। हाँ हमको भी लगा बीमार है, कोई सर्जरी चल रही हो।
So in the end, the accusation was true, wasn't it?
The situation is somewhat awkward nonetheless. I have not been observed sustaining myself for many decades. I have to say I'm a trifle embarrassed.
Anyway, I have concluded my inquiries concerning your blackmailer.
I see. Please excuse my agitated state. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't let anyone see me in this condition.
I must confess I have not put an end to the blackmail, my lady. Unfortunately, I could not bring myself to do it.
I'm so disappointed in you, Jonathan. I didn't expect this from you.
Lady Ashbury, you yourself admitted how ridiculous the sum of money was. I can assure you it was all used for charitable ends.
Well, you are full of surprises, aren't you, Jonathan? All right, say I trust you, but you will still pay the ransom. That is only fair. After all, it was you who failed to bring this problem to a satisfactory conclusion.
I believe I could agree to that.
And since a lady always keeps her promises, I will now answer any questions you may have.
वाह भाई, सही चूतिया बनाया, बहुत सही चूतिया बनाया। साला उसको भी पैसा दो, इसको भी पैसा दो। अबे क्या फकीर बना के छोड़ोगी हमें, हैं? अरे डेस्टिनी गर्ल, यो, व्हाट इज अप? क्या चल रहा है? About your leadership, about London. क्या करूं? ये पढ़ते पहले।
Why does Dr. Swansea allow you to feed on the patients of the hospital?
Dr. Swansea is a good and compassionate man. He is trying to find a solution for our hunger. Until that happens, he is clever enough to understand that I only feed upon the dying.
What do you know about this Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole?
The Brotherhood is well known amongst London vampire society. As long as our kind is discreet, and as long as they do not interfere, we have come to a mutual understanding.
And no one suspected you of the murders?
As you well know, suspicion has recently fallen on me of killing for pleasure. But you have my word, Jonathan. I take no pleasure in taking a life.
एज पूछ रहा है, बताओ।
I know this is beyond the pale, but may I inquire your age?
Really? And I thought you were gentlemen. If you must know, I'm 27. I've been 27 for a long time now, and 27 I shall remain.
And who bestowed upon you this eternal youth?
My maker. He left this isle a long time ago.
भाई साहब, मच्छरों ने मेरा खून चूस के परेशान कर दिया है यार। कुछ करो इन लोग का।
Very well, but I believe there is more to this than you are saying.
A lady has to have some secrets.
लेडी को सीक्रेट रखने दो।
Why did you save me in the canning factory?
I could hardly stand by and watch such a promising young blood as yourself be torn to shreds by some gutter scowl.
What type of vampire is a Scar?
Not a true vampire. The deformed offspring of lesser vampires. It is a shame these creatures run wild, slaves to their baser instincts.
William Bishop wasn't the vampire that created me then?
No, Jonathan. Whatever their strength and demeanor, Scowls are the progeny of careless vampires. It cannot be the other way round.
अच्छा, बोर हो रहे हैं बे। अरे क्या करें, साले इतना बतियाते हैं।
I've been away from London and
पूछता है।
England for 3 years. This isn't the city I remember.
Things have gone from bad to worse here, Jonathan. I've lived in this city for a long time, and I've never seen it like this.
भाई साहब, दिमाग खा रहेगा ये इसका। क्या पता चूतिया बना रही हो, हैं?
The Spanish flu has hit London that bad.
Yes, but it's not just that. I've heard things. Things I've not heard for a very, very long time. There are whispers in the shadows. Something far worse than the Spanish flu is here in the city.
अपनी बात कर रही है क्या? मतलब हम लोग की?
What is it you fear?
Fear has long since flown this form. But there is something malevolent circling us. I feel fear is merely waiting in the wings.
Are there many vampires here in London?
Immortals are of a rare breed, and we often tend to hide. But you may occasionally meet some of us at night.
Will they all be as affable as you, my lady?
I do not see why not. But remember, even the shark smiles before he bites.
That sounds like a lesson from experience.
Vampire politics are as intricate and sometimes tedious as a game of chess in a gentleman's club. I've learned from experience it is best to decline to play.
Do you know any of them? Have you an idea of the identity of the vampire who attacked me?
You mean your maker? No, Jonathan, I have no clue. But I fear he or she is as careless as cruel. To let you discover your new condition by yourself.
What do you mean?
Every now and then, you may discover an immortal in the deep of the night. But we are a rare and reclusive breed. Our progeny is almost never accidental.
अच्छा ज़बरदस्ती बना के रखा था.
When I awoke, changed, I was chased and attacked by vampire hunters. Prepared and well-trained.
Though I can't be certain. More than likely, it was the once glorious Guard of Priwen.
Once glorious, but still dangerous.
They have seen better days, but all fanatics are dangerous. You would be wise to stay clear. They are sworn to destroy our kind.
You make them sound like some sort of cult.
More a society, and like all the best ones, a secret society. I thought them almost gone, but it seemed they have been recruiting.
A vampire? Is that what I am? What we are?
Such a crude word, defined by penny dreadfuls and drunken hacks. No. You are now an Ekon, and that you shall remain.
So we are Ekons. How can I identify us amongst other vampires?
How to put it? All Ekon are vampires, but all vampires are not Ekon. We are but a branch of the immortal tree.
क्या भाई स्ट्रीम नहीं देख पा रहे हैं? So sorry for that. थोड़ा बिजी है. कोई बात नहीं, कोई बात नहीं, कोई बात नहीं.
Are you an Ekon too?
Yes, I am. We are the closest thing to what man refers to as vampires. Forget what you think you know about us.
I've been hearing a voice talking in my head.
Yo, Advik.
Is this some kind of insanity? It feels like the voice of the vampire that created me.
Hush. Tell no one this. It would be unwise to talk of such things amongst British immortals. Speak no more of your maker.
How could this cause offense?
Only the powerful immortals can mentally call to their progeny. No vampire or hunter will sleep easy, knowing that an unidentified elder is stalking the streets of London.
Excuse my forwardness, but are you my maker?
Me? Goodness, no. Only a foolish immortal would create a progeny without taking precaution, and I'm no fool.
I don't understand. Why was I created and then left for dead?
That is a question only the one who made you can answer. It's not normal practice. I doubt even if you find him, he will answer you, considering how cruelly he treated you.
So me being a vampire could have been a mistake.
I very much doubt it, Jonathan. Contrary to the legends, it is not as simple to make another vampire by just biting someone.
I'd like to avoid creating another vampire by mistake anyway. Tell me, how is it done?
The process is dangerous. It could even kill your potential progeny. If you did decide to sire an offspring, they must drink of your blood, Jonathan.
I bid you farewell, for now, Melina. I must quickly analyze the blood I took from Nurse Crane's patient.
भाई खून दिखाती रहोगे सबको.
Less resignation and more determination.
चलो 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 अंदर चलो. चलो चलो. भाई नाम कैसे पता? एनालाइज रेज 1 वैसाइल्स ब्लड. भाई नाम कैसे पता? भाई ब्लड कुछ करना था ना.
Razvan Vasily was infected by Spanish flu, but also has the highly unstable blood of the Skulls. Is the London vampire epidemic transmitted through the flu? I should talk to Dr. Swansea about it.
Swansea. टॉक टॉक टॉक. सिर्फ टॉक. कहाँ रहता है साला? भूल गया. इधर रहता है.
Evening, Edgar. Could I get your professional opinion?
Please speak, but I have something important to tell you.
This strain of flu, it's very different from the one I saw in Europe. It's downright peculiar.
Really? What makes you say that?
I've just looked at the blood of one of our recently deceased.
I see. Do you have anything more to go on?
This disease spreads and looks like the Spanish flu, but its effects differ greatly. The London strain is different from the continental one.
This is very interesting. Did you find something else?
Yes. Unlike the flu, the infected begin to show an increase in outwardly aggressive behavior. More than simple agitation. Once docile people become violent.
You mean like rabies? Is there a chance we could create a vaccine, Jonathan, like Pasteur? By the stove, that would be smashing.
There's a lot we're not seeing here. But it is spreading, and quickly. If we don't act, the whole city could be lost.
But Jonathan, we've a fantastic opportunity sitting right here in front of us. A weapon of choice.
What on earth do you mean?
Why, you, my dear boy. With your expertise and your blood, we could isolate the properties that course through your veins. Think about the possibilities.
But the risk of infection using vampire blood could compound the situation.
I know, but your blood now carries remarkable regenerative properties. With our minds and your blood, there's nothing we couldn't cure.
We'll discuss this more later. Thank you for your time.
No, thank you, Jonathan. But as I said, I needed to talk to you. I have some rather bad news.
Yes?
I'm afraid it's your sister.
My sister?
She's to be buried this evening at Whitechapel Cemetery. Your mother published the obituary this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. Please accept my condolences.
देखा है attend Mary's funeral. So sad. इसमें है क्या कुछ? जा तो रहा है बाहर।
I never thought I would have to attend my murdered sister's funeral. Mary, I can't forgive myself. I'll find the truth about what happened to us. I swear.
इतनी दूर से करोगे इतना कम डैमेज करेगा है। क्या वेट कर रहे थे क्या तुम? कपड़ा खा रहे हो क्या? क्या हमको दिख तो नहीं रहे खून चूसते हुए हैं। ये मानना नहीं, मानना नहीं, मारना। अबे रुक गई। बाप से पंगा ले रहा था साला, कुछ नहीं है। चलो 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 भाई, पंखा बंद करते हैं, शायद आवाज हो रही हो, क्या पता। अरे तेरी भाई, उधर से भी मार रहा भाई। हम अपनी बहन के, तुम तो साले टें टें। चलो भाई चलते हैं।
My dear sister, I don't know if I have the strength.
मत बंद करो पंखा, सिर्फ तेरी एंड गेम की आवाज आ रही है। अच्छा अच्छा भाई, बात करना था ना किसी से। अभी ये क्या कर रहा है? इनके बीच में करेंगे हम लोग स्ट्रीम में। अच्छा इतनी गर्मी में कैसे स्ट्रीम करोगे? अरे अबे इतने दिनों से तो इसी गर्मी में कर रहे हैं स्ट्रीम, कोई नहीं चलता है। चलो अबे, हम R2 के सिल्टी दबा देंगे, कसम से बता रहे हैं। अरे अरे मेरा तुम, ये लोग मेरी पेशेंस का। अरे बाबा, अरे अरे ये क्या था भाई? लेकिन हमने दो खरीदे थे ना, है ना? भाई हमने दो खरीदे थे। किधर जाना है हमें? पहले किसी से यहाँ बात करनी है। किससे बात करनी है? भाई कितने को मारी है? अरे यार किसी ग्रिप हो गई, सॉरी। वहाँ वो लगा टारगेट, वो लगाना भूल जाते हैं। पहले अपनी हेल्थ वो करो, उसका खून चूसते हैं। अरे अच्छा बेटा, खून चूसने आते हैं, रुको। अरे यार सही है। खा लियो भार्गवा पेट हैं चलो
Are you all right, miss?
I don't know. Who were those people? They wanted to kill me. Why?
They've lost their minds in the epidemic. They won't come back for now.
You seem to know a lot about them, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm investigating this disease.
I am Xiaoxun. Thank you so much for helping me, Mr. Reed. I must go to the cemetery now. Goodbye.
अच्छा हम लोग का लेवल 2 है हेल्दी है अच्छा ये बताओ अगर इसके सामने हम लोग अपनी वैम्पायर वाली स्किल्स यूज कर लेते तो फिर क्या करती चलो भाई क्या ये यहाँ कर क्या देती है भाई साहब हैं बोल लो कहाँ है साला फ्यूनरल में नहीं समझ आ रहा है क्या पढ़ा है क्या पढ़ा ये
This is despicable.
Despicable me ये क्या पढ़ा है shotgun call out shotgun उधर है शायद ये इधर अच्छा भी उधर 59 meters
Since I can't reveal myself to my mother now, I must find a discreet spot to attend the ceremony.
अच्छा क्या discreetly attend
My mother would die if she were to see me in this state. I must wait. Avery, I leave you to care for my mother. I'm in no state to comfort her.
वो करना होगा ना हमें
Mother, why have you come here? This is proving far worse than I imagined.
किससे मतलब कैसे भाई साहब अरे अरे ये देखिए चलो भाई चलो
I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. We commend unto thy hands of mercy, most merciful Father, the soul of our sister departed, and we commit her body to the ground. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Why kill my men?
ए भाई इसकी रिब्स बाहर आ रही हैं भाई
Here in this cold, god-awful place.
These are the legal requirements for the epidemic, madam.
Avery, I feel so tired. Please take me home.
Yes, madam.
Oh, Mary. What have I done? If I could only change one thing. One thing. This is a nightmare.
Jonathan, there is nothing you can do but accept it.
What brings you here?
I thought you could use the company. I am so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
She was a good person. Vibrant, full of life. She was kindness incarnate, my Mary.
You're a good person, Jonathan. And a young Ekon. A newborn cast into the night without so much as a candle to guide your way.
She had been scouring the most dangerous parts of London in search of me. And it led to her death.
Jonathan, don't.
I still hear her last thoughts. They echo in my head. Her mind shattered, and it haunts me.
Jonathan, stop. Listen carefully. You must come to terms with this. You must learn to live with what happened.
How can I? I've destroyed my family. My poor mother. I can't even console her.
Don't you see? You're doing the work of our enemies, feeding your remorse. We are weakest when we grieve, and the guilt blurs our senses.
And so this is why you're here. To warn me. You felt this pain yourself. You too have endured this.
I don't want to lose you, Jonathan. I've lost so many friends. Loved ones I cherished. Pray for Mary's forgiveness, if you must.
You may be right.
Of course. I've stared upon this world for centuries. And time has taught me to deal with guilt, if not erase it.
What should I do then?
St. Mary's Church is not far from here. Go there and make your peace. Find the solace you need.
My lady wants me to confess.
No, Jonathan. It's you who wants to confess, I think.
यार आज का दिन बहुत बुरा था इसके लिए बेचारा यार लड़ने का मूड नहीं है हट जाओ हट जाओ हट जाओ बहुत बुरी मौत मारेंगे तुम्हें बहुत बुरी मौत मारेंगे मत करो ये
And off to church he goes, a newborn seeking divine consent to lick the blood from the soft and pointy crown.
Who are you? Make yourself known.
Newborn, you reek of guilt and pointless compassion. Shed your skin, forget your old weaker self.
What do you want from me?
ओह भाई बीस्ट लग रहा
does
है
not approve of lone wolves who bring unwanted eyes to our pastures.
So your name is Ascalon.
Ascalon's will is vampire law. Learn them, abide by them, or I shall return as your judge and jury.
These immortals try my patience with their plans and unsolicited counsel.
सही बात है साइज नहीं देखेंगे पेलना चालू कर देंगे भाई दोनों हमारे दुश्मन हैं बताओ किसको मारते थे अरे तुम हमको मारोगे हैं मार रहा है, मारा अभी ना। जॉनसन से कनेक्टेड नहीं है, जो बस मिल गई थी उसके बारे में। भाई तू क्या कर रहा है? ये गोली 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 मत चला बे। मर गया क्या? कोई नहीं, बस वो एक वैम्पायर थी जो डॉक्टर स्वेंसी जो है ना, उसकी ब्लड पे पूरा रिसर्च कर रहे थे उसके बारे में। वैम्पायर है वो इसलिए, क्योंकि वैसे भी बहुत फैसिनेटेड है वैम्पायर से, तो रिसर्च कर रहा था उसके बारे में, तो क्योर करने की कोशिश कर रहा था, इसलिए उधर हॉस्पिटल में रहती थी वो। और उसको परमिशन दी हुई थी उसने कि जो भी मर रहे होंगे ना पेशेंट्स, उनका खून चूस सकती है जिंदा रहने के लिए। तो वैसे ही हम मिले उससे, तो डॉक्टर स्वेंसी ने हमसे कहा कि जाओ यार उसका मैटर देख लो। तो हम लोग गए, बात की, बस और क्या। भाई ये कहीं देखी मैंने ये जगह। हाँ उल्टा चले आ रहे हैं भाई। जैसी पेम्ब्रोक हॉस्पिटल पहुंचता साला अपने आप पावर और यूज करना बंद कर देता।
Yes? What is it that you want?
I'm sorry to disturb you at such a late hour.
No worries, my son. I'm still quite awake, having just returned from a funeral.
Yes, I know. I've forgotten what I wanted. I don't know.
May I help you, John? You seem somewhat perturbed.
I haven't the strength to cross the threshold. I wish to pray, to cleanse my soul.
The church is shut by order of the bishop. But I'm still the vicar of St. Mary's, if that is any use to you, my son.
You seem to me a good soul, Vicar. But this is a personal matter.
There are no secrets from God, my son. If your heart needs comfort, consider me your chapel. For I can be as silent as stone.
भाई साहब बताएं कि ना बताएं इसको? अरे चलो बता देते हैं।
I've words for one departed. They're not for living ears to hear.
Your eyes burn with rage, yet I see the pain that lies beyond. I am here to lighten the burden of all God's creatures. Whatever you tell me is between us and the Lord.
Very well, priest, as you seem quite adamant.
Open your heart, my son. Tell me what burdens you. With whom do you wish to speak?
क्या बोले यार, बोल देते बता देते।
She was my sister.
You seem so troubled by the loss of this girl. What happened to her?
It was an accident. A terrible, terrible accident.
I see. And how are you feeling, my son?
I feel responsible. The pain is consuming me.
I have a final question for you, my son. This is of the utmost importance.
Ask your question, Vicar.
What would you like her to know?
हाँ यार ये क्या करें इसमें क्या बोले हैं अब promise to find those responsible क्या बोलूं
I'm so sorry, Mary. I promise to find who is responsible for all this. I'll put an end to this horror.
You have been heard, my son, and your burden will lighten if your words are sincere. Go in peace now, and live your life in the way she would have wanted.
भाई मुड़ा तो ऐसे हमें लगा कि कोई आ गया है
Whatever happened on this dock is between my sister and I. It does not concern God at all.
अच्छा ये ऊपर वाले में नहीं मानता क्या डॉक्टर स्वांसी भी घर रहता है ना मुझसे तेज भागता है अच्छा अच्छा स्टैमिना भी तो जा रहा है वैम्पायर का क्या स्टैमिना जाएगा यार इधर से जाना है ना Surprise attack. Take it, you bitch. Damn. अरे भाई ये कौन है बहुत कष्ट से गोली मार रहा है राजा को तुम्हारे पास भी आ रहे हैं बहुत जल्दी आ रहे हैं आओ साले क्या है तुम्हारे पास है इंसान था नहीं इंसान नहीं था क्यों मारते हैं भैया हमें अरे भाई हर डिस्ट्रिक्ट के लोग थोड़ी ना जानते होंगे हम वैम्पायर हैं पेलना चालू कर देते हैं अबे साले माफ करना जरा गुस्से में इधर उधर निकल जाता हूँ इधर से जाए बे फिर इधर की जाना पड़ेगा हाँ चल 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 चलो बेटा मुकाबला तुझको मैं दिखाता हूँ बेटा मुकाबला हाय जीसस क्राइस्ट जीसस क्राइस्ट जीसस रुक जाओ इसकी ये बेबी अब से तू बचा साले रुक बहुत सही स्किल है वे अरे भाई ये ना करना भाई जीसस क्राइस्ट को बुला रहा था भाई साहब जाने वाले थे काम से लेकिन ये बताओ जैसे कोई अच्छा वैम्पायर हो तो मतलब बाइबल उसको भी जलाएगी मतलब उसको भी मतलब समझ रहे हो ना मैं क्या कहना चाह रहा हूँ उसके साथ भी ऐसा ही होगा जैसे हाथ जलना वलना जैसे चालू हो जाता है
fear be gone. I would harm no child of my making.
This is your doing. You made me. Made me this creature. What are you?
I am the land. You are our champion.
You selected me. Chose me.
As shall my children yet to come.
What is it you seek?
This age is sickly. An ancient poison, an older rage, brewed in a cauldron newly forged.
This has something to do with the epidemic.
Seek truth, my champion. Defeat the serpent of knowing with iron spur.
चला गया.
I've had enough of others making decisions for me, pretending to know how I should feel or behave. So the vampire who made me is some sort of disembodied entity? Or was he just projecting this vision in my mind? Maybe Edgar can help me with this one.
सही पता चला बे. धीमे भागते थे पहले.
God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCullum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the god.
Leave him, Jonathan. This is sacred ground. Neutral territory. And I just had the carpet cleaned.
पेल देंगे बे तुमको. सामने ना आना बे.
Sacred stone, this is very bad news. Bad news indeed.
What happened?
The hospital has been attacked. We have injured patients, at least one dead and several missing. This has spiraled out of control. Even the most infirm are asking to be allowed to return home.
We cannot have the people lose faith in this institution. This hospital is their only hope.
Of course, you're right. But we cannot afford a public scandal. It would ruin us. We must restore order, and quickly.
You mentioned a dead patient. Who is he?
She, Jonathan. She was Miss Harriet Jones. I found her room like a slaughterhouse. Blood everywhere. The duty nurse is taking care of the mess.
भाई वो औरत, बुढ़ी औरत मर गई क्या? मार डालिस क्या कोई? जब कोई मर जाता है उसकी बॉडी ऐसे दिखाते हैं जैसे हाँ पोजेस्ड हो. भाई हेल्प करेंगे, जरूर करेंगे यार.
Very well. I'll help you.
I know this place means something to you. I have noticed how you suppress your appetite when around the staff and patients.
You need to know you can trust me, Edgar.
I do, dear fellow, I do.
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks. It seems he was infected after all.
So Hampton became more beast than man.
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspects the hospital of vampire activity. Do you realize what that could mean for us?
Rest assured, I will protect you and your staff.
McCullum is a fanatic. The Guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of, Jonathan.
Very well. Since I brought Mr. Hampton here, I will put an end to this.
Put an end to Sean Hampton savagery. Savage. No.
Sean Hampton lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks.
भाई अच्छा एक बुढ़ी है बेचारी, काम कर करके बेहोश होने वाली है। तय क्या कर रहा है बे? क्या कर रहा है बे तय? अच्छा ये थोड़ा चमकीला चुकर फुद्दू लग रहा है ये। साले क्या करने जा रहा है ये? साले रुक, पेल देंगे तुझे। रुक साले रुक, अभी पेल भाई तुमका। अबे साला
I cannot enter.
साला
It's locked.
अबे इनका भी जुखाम है। अजीब लोग हैं, कोई सही है ही नहीं इधर। वाह भाई ये भी लोग सब तो लोग है। और यहाँ कौन हरामी पीस है, उनका भी फॉलो कर पाए हम। राकेश जी, राकेश सर भी होने वाले हैं फेटिग्यू के शिकार। पी लेगा तुमका, मेस्मराइज करके तो उसको चस्टराइज कर दे भाई, समझ रहे हो? ये तुम्हारा खून पी लेंगे हम। स्वीट गर्ल, अबे साले तू मर्द है क्या बोल रहा है बे? पढ़ते पढ़ते दिमाग खराब हो गया क्या? चूतिया साला, मर्द लेटा हुआ है, वो कह रहा स्वीट गर्ल है। ठीक है, हमें क्या। अब किस चूते के पास जाना है? उधर है। आए बेचारी से कैसे साफ करवा रहे हो यार? मर गया है।
What on earth happened here?
भाई साहब, अल्लाह, बेचारी को वहाँ डाला यार। अच्छी खासी जिंदा थी, कम से कम 100-200 साल जीती, और वो चचा जितना जीती, MDH वाले चचा। चलो कोई नहीं। एशबेरी, रास्पबेरी, ब्लूबेरी, सी यू लेटर। तू इन्फेक्टेड है क्या पियक्कर साले? तू इन्फेक्टेड है? ये नीचे कुछ चमक रहा है, बेंचो नीचे कुछ चमक रहा है। साले का सामान तोड़ो। अच्छा नहीं तोड़ेगा, अच्छा आदमी है, जाने दो। रुक जाओ, यहाँ कुछ है। साला सारे कूड़ेदान चेक करते हैं, बताओ हम लोग खोल खोल कर। भाई अभी मुझे यहाँ दिखा रहा था चमकते हुए 2 सितारे। बेंचो लाइट नहीं हो सकती, कुछ और था। छोड़ो, क्या करने का है, इससे ज़्यादा सही तेज भागेगा। तेरे साले की भाई बहुत जगह से मार रहे हैं लोग। रुक जाओ, अच्छा रुक जाओ। वाह आराम से खड़ा हुआ था जाओ, पहले अपना हील वील कर ले, अब बताते हैं। अरे बाबा रे, ज्यादा ही हाउ किया नहीं हैं, मर गया। भाई क्या लेके मारते, साले जंख लगा हुआ है, चकते को जाएगा। चरखा कहाँ है, कहाँ से जाए बे, नीचे जाना था का। चलो चलो तो नीचे से शुरू कर दिया। लेकिन भाई ये सब इतना कलेक्ट करते हैं, काहे का काम का है ये। भाई हमको तो लग रहा है जैसे नीचे से जाना है। नहीं नहीं, यहाँ नहीं जाएंगे। ये देखो, ये देखो, उसको देखो, अपने में अकेले में है, अकेले में समय बिताते हुए मिले हैं हमें। अरे दिखाओ कहाँ हो। सबके पास एक नोट डायरी पड़ी रहेगी, डायरी बैग कुछ न तो। अबे भाई हर मोड़ पे हर शॉटगन से मार रहा, शॉटगन। भाई ये साले को पहले मारो, इसको हटाओ, इसको मारो साले को पहले, दूर से बहुत मार रहा। ये ले, ये ले, मुँह खा, ये ले मसाल। अबे जैसी मरता सारी की मसाल गिर जाती है। इतनी सुंदर हूँ मैं, क्या करूँ। ये साले आओ, इधर आओ। साले को मारे तो पीछे किधर। बोले साले सरप्राइज। कहाँ से मार रहा बे, रुक जा, रुक जा, तू हार तो बताई थे। वो गवा, मैं चला गया। कैसे मरता, अबे औंधे मुंह मरते हैं सब साले। जब कोई हाँ पढ़ चुके हैं। मेरे साथ ये क्या करता है, कोई ना कोई किसी को तो खा रहा है, कभी कुछ कर रहा है। ऐसे कैसे चलेगा दीदी, दीदू, दादा, चचा, चची, भाई, तो टाइम हो गया। हैं क्या कर रहा बे, दिमाग वहाँ होश सब खो बैठे हो का। हैं ये लो, ये लो, ये फट मार दे। अब रिच के ऊपर दिखा रहा। कितने हैं इधर ये बताओ टोटल। छोड़ जाने दो साले, क्या करना है हमें। अरे बहुत साले इसको मार ही देते हैं फिर। क्या है ये चूतिया है, छोड़ो। सामने दिख रहे बंदे, अच्छा नहीं बंदे नहीं है, ये बंदी है, मतलब बंदी गेट पे मारने मतलब ये बंदी है। ये क्या जिम्नास्टिक का सीख क्या है, मार्शल आर्ट, टेक्वांडो, पुकोंडो? रुक तू आ बताइए, रुक अरे रुको, तुम दोनों को बता बहुत खराब। अरे 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 भाई, अरे हमें लगा मरने वाले हैं। और दिल धक धक हो जाता है, धक धक। देखो आराम से सिगरेट, दारू, नशे, महंगे सस्ते सब करते हैं। यहाँ ये लोग गेट पे भड़बड़ा रहे थे, बताओ दरवाजा नहीं खोलता साला। ये साले तू का मरबा है ये साले। ये देखो बॉडी भी पड़ी हुई है, दारू पी रहे खड़े होकर। Their death is inevitable. बंद कर, दारू पीना बंद कर, मेरे सामने बंद कर।
Are you all right, sir? What are you doing in a place like this?
I'm not sure that's any of your business.
I hope you realize that staying here
कुप्चे मिलो तुम, इतना मारेंगे।
I'm not afraid of these guards of Priwen, or whatever these thugs call themselves. I can still kick some respect into those youngsters.
I wasn't specifically referring to them, but are you really after these men? Why?
They took my boy. I've had no news since he joined that crazy gang. So I decided to come and find him myself, to get some answers.
I see. But as I said, your life is at risk if you stay here. And I'm not referring to the gangs either. You should leave, sir.
Well, this part of town used to be nicer, let's say. Perhaps you're right. This isn't the best way to save Andrew.
सबका साला सबका लेवल 3 है। रुक जाओ भाई, मेडिकल चेकअप कराओ।
Are you sure you'll be able to reach the docks alone?
Young man, I am perfectly capable of defending myself.
हल्दी है भैया, हल्दी हल्दी पे साला किधर जाऊं मैं? इतनी सुंदर मैं क्या करूं? Dear mother, dear mother, whatever happens to me, always remember that your son loves you. I know you did not always approve of the way I chose to live my life, but I won't change. I was born and raised in this part of town, and I just can't stand what is happening to my neighborhood, to people we know. I recently made a terrible decision and decided to strike back against the tyranny of a few. I know that they will retaliate, but I'm ready for whatever comes thanks to you. I've always loved to read. Now that I'm about to take action, I can only quote Etini de la Bote. A booty. Beat. They only seem tall because we are on our knees. Yes, bro. You're right. I won't need any more, mother. I intend to stand straight, whatever the cost. Goodbye, my beloved mother. Jakku. Jakku bhai.
There is a name engraved under the
भागा
blood
कैसे
on
बे
the
अपने
back
आप
of the case.
मेरी परमिशन के बिना?
Jack
हाँ?
Gillingham.
परफ्यूम
Maybe I should
होते हैं।
return this watch to his family.
चलो भाई, चलो भाई, चलो। पीते रहो, लगे रहो बेटा, लगे रहो मुन्ना भाई, लगे रहो। क्या अपने आप कहाँ से निकाल लेता है भाई? लाइम हाउस स्टॉक, सामने भी कोई दिख रहा है? पियक्कड़, गंजेड़ी।
Good evening. Why must it always be a good evening?
I was
Because
just being polite.
I am
I'm Dr.
wishing you,
Reed. I'd like to ask you some
Mr.
questions.
Chudiya person, I'm wishing
Don't like
you.
questions
That's why.
Or doctors. And the
It should
name
be a
is
good
Seymour
evening,
Fishburne,
you know?
if you must know.
ओ, इससे भी वही चूतिया पे वाले सवाल हैं।
What can you tell me about this part of town?
A shithole filled with maggots. Liars and thieves, all of them.
Are you thinking about someone in particular?
No. Hate them all. Especially these petty, whining little shitbag beggars.
Is there no one who deserves your leniency then?
Well, Tom from our local is somewhat of a decent bloke. At least, unlike most maggots, he knows how to listen without opening his trap.
अच्छा
What's your occupation?
I take care of my
क्या
mum.
धंधा है तुम्हारे
That's what
पास?
I do. It's the
नशेड़ी?
only good thing in my life. Even though I don't treat her so good.
You seem upset. Is something bothering you?
I lost the necklace I bought her. I'm a fucking idiot. A worthless idiot.
वो तो तुम शक्ल ही से दिख रहे हो भाई.
Sometimes it's hard to be a good son.
I just want her to smile. No, I was thankful for her patience, appreciated like... God knows she deserves it.
लेकिन भाई तुम लोग ने इसकी एक क्वालिटी देखी? पूरे शहर के नमूनों को पकड़ के उनसे बात करता है. वो लोग बात करते भी हैं, अपनी प्रॉब्लम सब शेयर करते हैं इससे. अबे चूतियों, पड़ोसी को बता देगा तुम्हारी प्रॉब्लम.
Any chance you can help me find Sean Hampton?
The sad saint. Why would you talk to that cunt?
Actually, that's confidential.
Really? Well, go ask someone else then. I'm sure Tom Watts will gladly answer you.
खत्म. चलो
Goodbye,
निकल लो.
Mr. Fishburne.
निकल बे, निकल. काम पे लग अपने. चल. क्या? गाजर क्या?
These murders are the work
About
of
Sean Hampton's location.
A vampire? Whatever do you mean?
रो रहे हैं लोग.
I'm a
Not a
trap.
drop of blood left in his body. This is the work of a vampire.
Best be off to your hunting then.
बात नहीं करोगे हमसे, हैं?
And hunting all these poor
हमसे बात नहीं
fucking
करोगे?
to catch him.
A sewer dog? What's it look like?
It's an old story. A monster with daggers for teeth and icy claws. He comes of a sudden, nighttime, claiming innocence, then vanishes.
Teeth, claws, murders by night? Your sewer dog is my business. He's the kind of prey I hunt, believe.
भाई वो ऐसा कुत्ता नहीं है. सबके घरों के सामने हक के जाता था. एक बार किसी ने पकड़ लिया, पेलना चालू. उसके बाद से ऐसी हरकतें करता है वो. समझ रहे मेरी बात? पहले बहुत सीधा था, लेकिन सारे पड़ोसियों के सामने जाके हक देता था. उसके बाद किसी ने उसको पेल दिया. फिर अब ऐसा हो गया वो.
Who are you? What do you want?
As I just told you,
Advina.
I'm a doctor from the Pembroke Hospital.
The Pembroke Hospital, you say? I ain't paying any bill left by Clay.
I'm not here to collect payment, Miss...
Miss Edwina Cox. So what do you want then? Fancy buying something from me, maybe?
अजीब लोग हैं भाई.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
You can't trust anyone around here. As soon as you lower your guard, you can be sure some arsehole will take advantage of you.
You sound like you're thinking of somebody in particular.
Take the gravediggers of Southwark. They must pay me every week, but it looks like they forgot who gave them permission to steal from the dead.
Looting corpses in a mass grave. That is a new low.
Whatever. Hey, since you're a doctor and all, maybe you can access that forbidden area and remind those bastards what they owe.
कभी ना करें सब.
Really?
ऐसी घटिया हरकत.
Don't you think that's a little bit excessive?
Bastards, all of them. This region only responds to violence and threats.
What can you tell me about your work?
I'm a businesswoman. I buy and sell things, and I send my wet boot boys after anyone who don't play nice with me.
Gang member and shopkeeper. Can't be easy running double shifts.
If you're interested, I may find use of a doctor who can freely walk across the city, you know.
You're quite blunt, aren't you?
I like people who know what they want and say what they think. This is a time of great opportunity for those ready to embrace their destiny.
I'm looking for Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where I could find him?
The sad saint? I heard he was mugged or something.
Yes, he was. But he left hospital recently.
You don't say. Well, I suppose it's good news for the homeless and the useless. Ask them, they must know something.
What can you tell me about your work?
I'm a businesswoman. I buy and sell things, and I send my wet boot boys after anyone who don't play nice.
Gang member and shopkeeper. Can't be easy running double shifts.
If you're interested, I may find use of a doctor who can freely walk across the city, you know.
I'm not interested in a career in the criminal underworld, Miss Cox.
Fair enough. Stay away from us then, if you don't want to get hurt or worse.
Since my return from the war, I don't feel that concerned by threats, knives, or even bullets, if you must know.
That's exactly what that stupid trade unionist claimed after he attacked one of us. Booth and I reminded him a bullet beats words every time.
बहुत सही.
Tell me about the man you and Booth killed, Edwina.
The bastard killed one of us and received retribution. There's nothing else to say.
What happened exactly?
I don't know, and I don't care. One of ours was killed by that communist bastard, but he didn't brag for long.
So you have no idea what really happened, but you executed him anyway?
No one messes with the wet boot boys, Doctor. This is our territory, and this is our law.
तुम लॉ बनाओगी, हैं? तुम लॉ बनाओगी? ऐसे कैसे चलेगा दीदी? ऐसे आप सब लोग को चूतिया बनाती रहेंगी, हैं? सब पागल हैं? पूरे शहर वाले आपसे चूतिया बनते फिरेंगे, हैं?
And your conscience is clear. You kill without hesitation.
Violence is an efficient tool, Dr. Reed, when used properly.
So you decide who lives and who dies, just like that?
Yes, Doctor. Just like that. I'm not saying it's fair. I'm saying it's my way of dealing with troublemakers.
हम ट्रबल मेकर हैं, आप बताओ. भाई साहब, दिख ही रहा है, इतनी खतरनाक औरत है. मानेगी नहीं. क्या ट्रेड करती है?
As long as you have money, I'll show you all I have.
अबे है तो हमारे पास. क्या नहीं है इसमें? ऐसा है, हटाओ. इतनी देर बकवास की इस औरत ने.
Without the wet boots keeping things straight, these parts would be running completely up.
भाई साहब.
Moron had me.
Good evening, sir.
Who the fuck are you? Don't you see I'm busy here?
Dr. Jonathan
नहीं,
Reed, that's who.
तुम चूतिए हो.
And who are you?
Ah, some
Busy नहीं हो,
fancy
तुम
gentleman
चूतिए हो.
we've got here. Clear off. We don't want strangers on our streets.
So you won't tell me your name then?
The name is Booth Digby. Maybe I'll ask my boys to break one or two of your bones, just so you remember it.
इतना कस के कंटाप मारेंगे ना, सारे तुम्हारी सारी मूछें उड़ जाएंगी, समझ में आया? इतना कस के कंटाप पड़ेगा तुम्हें. कंटाप क्या, हम खून को जमा के तेरे अंदर घुसेड़ देंगे, समझ में आया? बड़ा आया साला. विजिलेंटे? अभी तो GTA 5 में एक ठो कार थी, बैटमोबाइल टाइप्स.
Are you some kind of vigilante patrolling these streets at night?
Something like that, but the police aren't in charge here. We are, see?
So, tell me about your gang then.
What? Have you got a death wish? You really want me to answer that?
Well, yes. You seem so proud of your status. Why not tell me who you're working for?
Oi! I'm the boss, all right? The wet boot boys work for me. All of them. Situation round here is better than other districts because of us. Because of me.
So you're a concerned criminal, is that it?
Using funny jokes about me and my boys, are you? Fuck. You must have some balls.
I saw many men like you during the war, Mr. Digby.
Greedy little cockroaches who feed on despair.
I could kill you for saying that. But, nah. You've been a soldier. I can respect that.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
Things ain't that bad, thanks to us. We give people what they need, and we control this borough.
Well, you're not doing a very good job. People are still dying here, like everywhere else.
Yeah, well, we can't be everywhere all the time. And Edwina says if we can find more guns, we could be more efficient.
More efficient? Really? You should probably tell Edwina that guns are useless against diseases and infections.
Incredible. You know what? You're lucky she can't hear you right now. She's more smart than patient. My sweet queen of the docks.
Yoga.
Tell me about the man you killed, Booth. What happened?
One of us had been killed, so we had to retaliate. That's the whole story.
There has to be more to it than that.
No, really. One of us got killed, so the killer had to die. That's how things have always been done round here. No one gives a shit.
Yeah, bro.
Don't you see it's an endless spiral? One day, it will be you who will be stabbed, or shot, or worse.
That's what my sweet Edwina always says, that one day I'll get it too. She says it with the most beautiful smile, my Edwina.
चाहता है क्या उसको? लग तो ये रहा है भाई। ये सारे हिंट्स कहाँ से लेके आएंगे? सबसे तो बात की है।
Do you know where I can find Sean Hampton? I need to talk to him.
The sad saint. Why on earth do you want to talk to him?
He was one of my patients at the Pembroke Hospital.
Oh, yeah. I heard the poor bastard had been abducted by some cunt. You better ask Tom Watts. He knows Sean Hampton well.
पक्का खत्म तुम्हारा चूतियापा। चलो निकलो, फूको, जाओ करो नशे अपने। हाँ देखें क्या करता है, देखें क्या करता है। जाओ। क्या यहाँ क्या है?
It's locked, all right.
बहुत सही भाई। कभी सारा लॉक रहेगा, कभी इस साइड से खुलेगा नहीं। जीप चूतिया भाई। वो देखो ये भी दारू पी रहा। अबे यहाँ का यार दारू का धंधा बंद कराओ यार। सारे सब पियक्कड़ बने पड़े हैं। अभी देख देखो ताक रहा है लाश को। क्या लगता है बे तुम्हारा ये? पैसा तो नहीं चुरा रहे उसका? बोल तो रहे थे ये लोग, यहाँ पे ये लोग यही करते हैं, पैसा चुराते हैं साले। हट।
Good evening, sir. Have you witnessed any suspicious activity or strange events recently?
हाँ ब्रो, तुम देख रहे थे अभी इसको खड़े होके। That was sus. That was really sus.
Who are you?
My name is Ichabod
Ichabod Throgmorton. Wow.
Extraordinaire and warden of the East End.
A vampire hunter? Really?
I know what you're thinking. I'm just another lunatic howling at the moon, but I'm not. The bloodsuckers exist, and they're close.
Very
Mr.
close.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'd like to hear more about these
very
vampires.
close.
A man of science? Well, I'll be glad to enlighten you.
यहाँ पर ऐसा कोई भी है जो पियक्कड़ नहीं, ऐसा बिल्कुल नहीं है। यहाँ पे सब पियक्कड़ है। आपको यहाँ पे सब पियक्कड़ मिलेंगे। कोई तो सस्ते नशे कर रहा होगा, कोई महंगे नशे कर रहा होगा, कोई दारू पी रहा होगा। इससे भी वही चूतिया पा कराना पड़ेगा भाई। क्या करते हो? लाशें ताकते हो हैं? लाशों से पैसा चुराते हो?
So, how exactly are you protecting these people? I'm curious.
I patrol late at night, investigating anything unusual.
बेटा कोई तुमको किसी ने वैम्पायर आके पेल देगा पीछे से। रात में ना निकला करो।
How do you identify a vampire?
It's simple, really. They can't stand daylight. They're afraid
ये
of
किसने कहा बे?
garlic and holy symbols. They also cannot enter a house without being invited.
Have you ever killed one of these creatures? Yourself?
Of course I have. What kind of question is that? It's a dirty business, believe me.
इतना बड़ा चूतिया इसको पता नहीं कि वैम्पायर मरते नहीं हैं। वाह।
Can I help in any way?
Actually, yes. I plan to put up posters to alert the population to the vampire threat.
Are you asking me to paste posters about vampires around the docks?
If you wouldn't mind. If you did that, then I can focus on my patrols.
काम करा रहा साला अपना। जाओ, एक बचा है।
What can you tell me about this neighborhood?
Did you hear about what happened to Jack Gillingham? Oh boy. It's a shame I wasn't around to protect him.
It's impossible to protect everyone. The violence seems endemic in this part of town.
But it's my duty. I am convinced Jack Gillingham was killed by a vampire. These evil rodents are spreading like a plague.
ये हो गया। चलो भाई।
Have you heard of the Guard of Prior?
Of course. They're dedicated hunters. A little militant for my taste, but they do let anyone join.
Were you ever tempted to join the Guard yourself?
I did think about it, but I'm more of a silent hunter. They're more of a sanitary militia.
मतलब वो खुले में हंट करते हैं, तुम चुपके चुपके, ये कहना चाहते हो ना?
So you hunt alone? That sounds risky.
Vampires are just like every other predator. They hunt when they're hungry and follow certain patterns. It's just a matter of observation and patience.
कोई अभी भी पेशेंस रख के तुम्हारे पीछे से गर्दन पकड़ेगा कल परसों में।
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me, Mr. Thornton?
The sad saint? He should be at his night asylum at this hour. But I cannot tell you how to find it, sorry.
Really? Why is that?
It's nothing personal, Doctor. I'm sure your intentions are good, but people who sleep there, they have plenty of reasons to hide.
Maybe at least you can tell me who could help me find him.
Tell you what, go and chat with Tom Watts. He's a bartender and good judge of character. If he talks to you, then it's fine by me.
I could make you tell me, but I respect your refusal. You really believe Sean is a saint, don't you?
All I will say is this. Gossip has it that when he was a child, he was molested. By a priest of all people. Funny thing is, though, it only strengthened his faith.
मतलब ये हुआ ना कि जो बारटेंडर है साला टॉम वॉट्स साला शराब बेचता है, तभी तो सारे लोग उसके यहाँ जाते हैं, सभी उसका नाम ले रहे हैं। जाओ धंधे वाले के पास जाओ। छोड़ो यार। तो गाइस 1 घंटा हो चुका है, मतलब एक क्या 1.5 घंटा हो चुका है। तो फिर अब कल खेलेंगे और कल गैदर करेंगे इंफॉर्मेशन इस चूतिए के बारे में, ठीक है? तो फिर कल कितने बजे का करें? कल सारा टेस्ट ख़त्म हो जाएगा, मस्त ऐश करेंगे ऐश। तो कल मैं करूँगा 11 बजे तक करूँगा स्ट्रीम, ठीक है? 11 साढ़े 10 11 समथिंग लाइक दैट। अभी ट्रेन जा रही है ऊपर से। हाँ ट्रेन जाती है। ओ रजा बहुत सही, गजब चीज़ है यार। चलो फिर मिलते हैं कल। अरे इवॉल्व भी करना है यार। तो कल मस्त पहुंच जाना 10 साढ़े 10 या 11 या साढ़े 11 तक करूँगा ट्राई, या साढ़े 10 तक भी हो सकता है। तो प्लीज़ पहुंच जाना। सी यू टुमारो, टाटा बाय बाय। And oh my god, Turu Love. This gaming channel is Turu Love. I know. Thank you. जा रहे हैं। See you, टाटा बाय बाय। Tomorrow.